So we are almost all good for the procurement related configurations from the business unit side and inventory related organizations and legal entity and ledgers related and transactional accounting builders, all those things. Right. Today, one more topic is for the to processing for our purchase order. We need a approvals. Right. If something is organization is purchasing the material from the suppliers, there is a some approval hierarchies, some approval workflow is there, some purchasing department is there, buyer is there. Right. They must be approved it. Otherwise, organization cannot be right providing for any approvals. How the organization is purchasing the material. Okay, the purchase team is take care about these approvals related. Okay, so approval management related, how we can configure approval management, procurement approval management. So one of the important topic. We have a different types of approvals in Oracle Fusion. Okay, so previously BPM, right? So business process management level, there is approvals. In the Oracle Fusion also, we have a BPM approvals. But anyway, most of the times we are using for functional setup approval management. Okay. So in the Oracle Fusion, we have a number of procurement level, number of approvals are there. Number of approval workflows are there. One is for purchase requisitions, purchase requisition approvals, requisition approvals. Okay. We have a purchase requisition approvals, purchase order approvals, purchase order approvals. Okay. Then change order approvals, change order approvals. Okay. Supplier registration approvals, supplier registration approvals. Then supplier negotiation approval, negotiation approvals. Then okay, and negotiations, requisitions, purchase orders. Yeah. So these are the major approvals of flow which is coming into the different task level from the procurement. Right. If you want to see this, all the procurement related approvals in one place, that is for approval management. Okay, purchase requisitions, when the purchase requisition is created by any requesters, right? What is the workflow? If there is any approvals. See, approvals are not be the mandatory. It's not a mandatory thing. It's a optional. If approvals are there, how we can define the approvals? As a functional consultant, we need to know about that, right? Okay, purchase order approvals. If any material is purchasing them from suppliers, in such a scenario, who is approval hierarchy on that? Then change orders. If any changing is happening from the order level, quantity related or price related. Okay. So in such a scenario, change order approvals are coming into the picture. Okay. Then supplier registration approval. Again, in the supplier registration, we have a lot of supplier registration approvals. Internal registration approval, spend authorizer related approvals, profile change approvals. Multiple things are there. Okay. Supplier negotiation approvals. If any RFQ related negotiations. Okay. The negotiations approvals also is there from the functional and setup and maintenances from the procurement module. So where we can see in the application, this approval management, you can see from here. Okay. 1 minute. Let's connect it to the application. Who is our user? SCM.
Hi, Giri. Just a question.
Yeah.
I joined a little late. You were talking about the BPM, right? So what is it about?
BPM. Business process management. There is a two ways we can set up. One is for functional setup level, one is for BPM level. I'll show that, okay?
Okay, sure.
So this is the procurement related dashboards. Yesterday we created one purchase order in complete status. But let's go to the setup and maintenance for the approvals related. You can see this is the procurement module, right? So from the procurement module, you can see here approval management. So from the approval management, here we have a manage requisition approvals, manage purchase document approvals, right? Supplier negotiation approvals, supplier negotiation award approvals, purchase document approvals, internal supplier registration approvals, supplier registration approval, supplier spend authorized approval, supplier profile change approvals, external purchase price approval, right? And yeah, work confirmation approvals. Number of approvals are there. If we want to discuss about all this, it will be taking a 1 week time for their theories and their routing methods, their functionalities. But in the functional setup and maintenance level, this approval management, if you learn any one of the approval management workflow, same workflow is for all these approvals. Same workflow means, see, for example, you are setting the requisition approval. Same requisition approvals are not applicable for here. You need to set up specific tasks, specific approvals you need to set up, but in the requisition approvals or purchase order related approvals, right? Same functionality, same rules, same conditions, same actions. The functionality of the mechanism is same. Okay, if you learn anything in the in-depth, then you can work with any approval processes here. Okay, so what is our approvals today? Today's our approvals is purchase order related approvals. One of the lengthiest approval process. Okay, here purchase document approval. Main is purchase document approval. So here purchase order related approvals are set up in here. Manage purchase document approvals. Just click on here. Okay. First, let's go to the discussion. Click on the manage purchasing document approvals. Here you can see stages, participants, routing, voting regime, and the last one is enable. Which rule is enabled here? So that will be indicating from here. Enable. Okay. Now you can see one by one we'll see this. Pre-approval, terms approval, post-approval. There is a 3 stages are there. Pre-approval, terms approval, post-approval. 3 stages are there. Pre-approval is nothing but, okay. So here, first, pre-approval. So theory related, I will be providing the document. Don't worry, as same as like inventory, right? The theory related, I will be giving the examples and with all the description and everything. Okay, pre-approval, terms approval, post-approvals. Post-approval, 3 stages are there. Right, pre-approval is nothing but, for example, I am the buyer. I am creating one purchase order. Right, I am creating one purchase order. The purchase order is around thousand rupees or $1,000. Right, $1,000. So, as a functional consultant, our business is asking whenever the 1,000 related dollars are coming so and so business unit, only you can triggering for only one user. That's fine. There is no need to be a workflow with multiple users. Only one person. Now after this, 1000 is a only one user. Now, terms approval. Now again the business is asking, if it is a 1000 or if it is a 500, 5000, 5000, right? 5000. Then make it for two approvers, right? Here one approver, okay, one approver. Either it is a position approvers or like a supervisor approvers or like any job level approvers, anyone, right? Here two approvers, two approvers. Here now the business is asking again, post approval is coming into the picture when the location condition plus amount condition 10,000, 10,000, three approvers. Okay, now let's see. See, if it is a 10,000, business is asking this person know about first approval. First, this person is approved. Why? Because 10,000, in this 10,000, 1,000 is a first approval. 5,000 is a two approvers, that is a term approval. The final one is for location condition, and 1,000 if it is satisfied, then third three approvers are coming into the picture. This flow is mandatory for all? No. We don't want to use these pre-approvals, post-approvals. Directly we can create terms approvals. Terms approval. Okay, the simple thing I will be explaining. For example, if you are working in an office or any IT company, you have a 10,000 requirement of the $10,000 requirement. First, you cannot go to directly for a director room. First, you need to take the signature from the HR department. Then you can go to the right purchasing department. Right, 1 minute. Just a minute. So your $10,000 of requirement is first you take a HR department. See, HR is not a mandatory to 10,000 because directly you can go to the director room. After that, you go to the purchasing department. You get a signature. Then after that, you go to the accounting department. You will get a signature. All these signatures are completed. Then you can go to the post approvals. That's for director approvals. Right. If you go to directly without HR and without finance department, without accounting department, director cannot make it for approval directly. Why? Because before going to the director, they must be validated, right? They must be inquiry about your purchasings and everything. So the same mechanism is coming into the approval management. Okay. So pre-approvals, first approvals, terms approval is if any other conditions are there, that will be coming into the picture. Post approvals is more than any 2 or 3 conditions. In such a scenario, we can use the post approvals. Okay, that's what the stages of approvals. These stages will be different for each and every approval. See, for example, if you take a purchase document approval, the stages are 3, right? If you go to the requisition approval, now you can see different namings. The functionality is same. If naming is different, the functionality is same. Here you can see header pre-approval stage, header stage approval, header post-approval stage approvals. Right, the terminology is same again. The conditions are same. Okay, you can see here. Stages. If you go to suppliers related registrations, or supplier negotiation registrations. Here also the naming is different. Pre-approval stage, header stage, post-approvals. This is same for negotiation also. If you go to yes, supplier registration approval. Let's go to the supplier registration approval. Only limited. First stage approval, second stage approvals. No more conditions, right? For the supplier registration, we are not purchasing any material, right? It is just as registration. That is the reason only for simple stages, first stage and second stage. Okay, so every, even if you take anything, supplier profile change approvals, okay, change request first stage, change request second stage. The namings are different, the functionality is same. Naming is coming by the which task level you are configure your applications. Okay, that's based on that the namings are coming into the picture. Okay, let's coming to the purchase document approvals. Got it, right? What is the stages? Now participants are nothing but this one, right? One approver, two approver, three approvers. So how system know that? You can see here participants. So here FYI, you already know, right? For your information, I created a purchase order. I just want to show my requirement to HR department just for your information. You just go to the HR and yes, I need this material. Okay, I just want to inform you before going to the director, before going to the finance department. Signatures are not required, approvals are not required, just for your information. If it is a for your information, same, this for your information is there from the pre-approval, terms approval, and post-approval also. Right, stages are 3, participants also 4. You can see 4. For your information, serial, consensus, first response wins. Right, participants are 4 types. Same in the terms also, serial, serial 2, serial 3, first response wins, consensus. And post approval also, you can see serial, consensus, first response wins, funds override approval. There is some functionalities there, right, for your information. Okay, FY means for your information. Serial is nothing but, for example, if you make a serial related functionality, how it is going serial related? One by one, right? So if you make it XYZ is approvers. How it is going to first? First it is going to X, right? First it is going to X, next it is going to Y, right? Next it is going to Z. Once X is, it is serial. Once X is approved, then it is going to the Y. Once Y is approved, then it is going to the Z. Serial, one by one. If HR department is approved, then you can go to the finance department. Without HR department, you cannot go to the finance department or purchasing department. Why? Because they are immediately asking, let's go and get it for the permission of HR department. This is called serial related. Okay, now serial. What is the next one? Next one, consensus. What is the mean of consensus? Consensus is nothing but it's a simple word, but the terminology is different. Consensus means, see, for example, I'll give the simple. In the serial level, one of the approver is not approved. Even we can process XYZ, okay, XYZ approvers. But in the consensus, if XYZ is approver, all the approvers are must be accepted. If one person is not accepted or rejected, then automatically that purchase order is rejected. Consensus means everyone is must be considered that approval, right? So X, Y, Z approvers must be approved. If anybody is rejected, if anyone is rejected, then automatically that purchase order is rejected. Okay, that is consensus. Then first response wins. What is this? First response wins. Consensus here, you can see consensus. Okay. Then first response wins. First response wins. Simple. The terminology is very clear. First response wins. Now the approvals is going for XYZ. XYZ. Right. So same. XYZ. Okay. If anyone can approve. Anyone can approve. Right. PO is approved. PO is approved. So that is what the next functionality. Okay. This is what first response wins. See, it is going to all members. In the X is approved. X is approved. Automatically the PO is approved. No need to be a permission of XYZ, YZ. If HR is approved, no need go for director or anybody. In 3 members, one is for HR, finance and purchasing. 3 members are there. If anyone is approved, then your requirement is approved. Right, consensus means everyone is approved. Serial means first you go to the HR, then you can take the permission from finance, then you can go to the director. That is serial. Got it? Theory part again I will be giving to you. Okay, don't get it too much of thinking on this. Okay, just some business example I am giving here. Now, that's for the one is for stagings, right? This is the participants. Now routing. You can see routing means the workflow. The workflow generating is coming like this. Now pre-approval level for your information. Just it is going to the for your information. Here serial level, it is going to the serial. Now consensus level, it is going for all the approvers, right? Everyone must be approved. That is called consensus. Voting resume, you can see voting resume. Voting resume means must be approved. Okay, next, first response win. It is also going to all, right? All the XYZ approvers. But if anybody is response, voting resume. If anyone is response, then it is approved. 1 minute. Same 4 routing resumes, 4 stay participants, right? Terms also it is there, right? Post approval. The concept is same. Here also in the post approval, if it is going to the consensus, everyone must be approved. If 5 approvers are there or 10 approvers are there. First response wins. If it is going to all parallelly, but anyone can respond. Consensus means everyone must be response. That is approved. Clear? Stage, participants, routing, how it is, workflow is routing, voting resume. Voting resume is nothing but only 2 voting resumes. One is for consensus, one is for first response. Enable. Enable is nothing but which approval rule is working currently. If you are working either support project or implementation project, right, how you can find out so and so PO level, so and so approval workflow is triggering, how you can find out that based on the enable option here. Sometimes all approvers are enabled, all rules are enabled. How you can find out that? That is what your functional consultant duty to find out that which approval workflow is triggering. Multiple workflows are there sometimes in the real-time businesses. Around 100 and 150 approval rules are there. Which approval rule is triggering for which time? We don't know. How we can track if you are working on the support project. So I'll be explaining on that. Please go through step by step. Now you got it right, some theory. So what is the stage, participants, routing, voting regime? These four related, I will be providing the theory document. Just go through that if you need additional information. Now, we are in the page of approvals, right? Now click on this. What is that? First, let's take a pre-approval. Pre-approval serial. Serial means one by one. So click on edit rule. Now you can see nothing is there. Nothing is there. Approval task is purchase document approval. Version is this. This is the version. Version nothing but. So this approval rule is coming from which version? Revision. Right. Stage is pre-approval. Participants is pre-approval serial. By using these four tasks, you can track your approval rules in the support project. So this task complete information is there on your configuration book. Okay, based on this, we can track our approval groups, approval flows. Now, this is the rule, right? You can see this is the rule. So click on here, rule. Just, this is the text only. This is the text only. Nothing is impacted on this. Okay, now write. What is our business? Tata, right? Tata BU PO approvals. Okay. What is rule is always applies? No conditions. No conditions. In such a scenario, you can click on this. Rule always applies. If conditions are there, don't enable the checkbox. Okay. The priority. This rule is the highest priority, higher, high, medium, low or lower. If multiple rules are there, which rule is picking first based on this priority? Okay. Now you can see once the rule is created, it is enabled. It is enabled. System cannot find out whenever the BU, Tata BU is coming. System cannot find out. Why? Because there is no any conditions here. How we can add the condition? This is the conditions. Conditions means here we can discuss, right? If it is 1,000, who is the approver? If it is 5,000, two approvers. If it is a location related conditions, right? Where you can provide that conditions? Here, conditions level. How we can add? So click on add condition. Here, add condition type is two types. One is for user defined attribute. One is for approval task attribute. Approval task attribute is nothing but already Oracle is provided lot of attribute conditions like location condition, price condition, right? A lot of conditions are there. If you want to use that, you can use. Otherwise, if you have any new attribute conditions are there, in such a scenario, user can define their own attributes. You need to click on this and create your own attribute. Attributes means conditions, right? Let's first, we need to take the approval task attribute, right? After this, what is the condition? What is the condition? Let's take a BU condition first. BU condition. Okay, BU condition. What is our BU? Procurement BU is equal to. I will show you how many conditions are there. Just click on the search. Click on search. Now you can see accrue at receipt, agreed price change, agreed amount, right? Agreed amount change, attribute 1, attribute 2 based on the DFFs. Okay, any DFFs are there? Okay, you can use the DFFs. See now the buyer delivery to location is right. Buyer grade, job level, buyer position, category name, category, right? Lot of conditions. Change order type is equal to change order. Okay, and change order, change document total amount is equal to. See how many conditions. Number of conditions are there. You can use this. You can make it for item also. If item is coming like this, then approval is this. Okay, if negotiated related, natural account related, mode of transport, number of conditions are there. Okay, so what is our condition? Let's make it procurement BU is equal to, where is that? You can see, go to procurement BU. Okay, so easy condition. Procurement BU is what? Procurement BU is equal to operator. There is a multiple. Is blank or is in, is not blank, is C not in, does not equal. Equal to the value. The value. What is the value? What is our procurement BU? Tata, right? Search Tata Motors Hyderabad. So what is the condition here? First condition. Now you can see. So under the rule level, the condition is added. Procurement BU is equal to Tata Motors Hyderabad BU. Okay. And if you want to add one more condition, Tata Hyderabad BU. And if you want to add one more condition, click on below. Right. What is that? Header amount. Right. Purchase. No, right. Procurement. Where is that? Procurement. Or price. Right. You can see purchase document line. This is the line related. Right. Line related. Or else if you want to make it header related, okay, you can take it header. Header means header level. Okay. Header. Let's click on this agreement amount. Okay. And amount. That is amount. Agreement. This is agreement related. Number of conditions are there. What it is coming on the price level. Yeah. This is a document line. Let's take a document line first. Quality, quantity, requester. This is the requisition amount. Okay. Now one more condition. What is that? The price equal to, what is that? Equal or between, you can use anything. Equal or greater than or equal. Okay, or less than or equal or between. Between. Two values are coming. What is that? 1000 and 5000 values. Now the condition you can see. Procurement BU is equal to Tata Motors Hyderabad and the price between the 1,000 and 5,000. Condition is fine. Who is approved? Who is approved? So where we can add that approver? Here. Actions level. Click on the actions. Right. So under this, action type is 3 types. One is for approval required. One is for automatic. One is for information. Approval required means, right, when you click on the approval required, routing uses are different. Approval group is there, job level is there, position is there, single approver is there, supervisor hierarchy. Job, position, supervisor. These levels, job, position, supervisor. These levels are defined by the HR department. See, for example, if you're joining any IT company, what is your job level? If anybody is asking, L1, L2, L3, something like that, or P1, P2, P3. Okay, or M1, M2, M3. Job levels. Position hierarchy. Position hierarchy. You are the functional consultant. Functional consultant, your position. Right. Senior functional consultants are there. Principal consultants. After that, managers. Okay. Single hierarchy, single approvers. If only one person is there for this approval, you can take single approval. Supervisor. Supervisor. Your hierarchy is always be following the supervisors. Supervisor, nothing but you are the executive, sales executive, right? So above you, who is there? Store sales executive, stores executive, and
Supervisor.
yeah, supervisors like this. Okay. So in such a scenario, we can use the supervisor error. See, positions are nothing but functional consultant. You are not under with senior functional consultant. You are not under with lead consultant. That is your positions. But in supervisor hierarchy, you must be associated any one of the hierarchy level, right? Okay. So that is what supervisor hierarchy. Okay. Now approval group. Approval group is nothing but, for example, let's take here XYZ approvers. So all 3 approvers can make one group. IT department, purchase department, and finance department. All 3 approvers, right? We make one approval group, and that approval group is associated here. You no need to add for all 3 members every time. That approval group is automatically coming into the picture. Automatically, who is there on the approval group, they will get the notification. Okay. Now job level, position, single, supervisor. Okay. So this is what hierarchy we are following. Now on time being, just take it for single approval. Why? Because we don't have any positions, jobs, supervisors. Let's take a single approval. Who is that? Worker. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Now you can see single approver. Under single approver, either it is a buyer or requisition override approver, or there is some cost manager, requester, who is project manager or what. Let's make it worker. Why? Because the positions are not be defined yet. The positions are not defined yet. Worker. Who is this? This is SCM February, right? And now I make it for one user as a February. February. This one. Okay. Now I am triggering this approver. He is a approver. Approver. Which conditions level? When the Tata Motors Hyderabad BU and between the 1,000 to 5,000, when the purchase related material is coming, in such a scenario, he is the person who is getting the approval notification and they approve it. If you want to enable one more approvers, you can. add one more action here. One more action here. Okay. So this is the serial related, right? Serial related. Let's make it one more person. Add actions, approvals, single approval, worker. I have one more.
Usually for buyers, we'll set the amount, right, Giri? For let's say
Any
junior
condition.
buyer one, we put $1,000. Above buyer, some other position we'll put until 5,000.
Yeah, you
Then
can make
comes
it
the
same
director.
conditions. Yes,
How
you
do
can
we
make.
set that one?
No, if
I
it
mean,
is a buyer, if it is a buyer,
mhm.
so in such a scenario, you need to take the condition here as a price between, right? So below that, you need to take one more condition. Okay, let's see. This is the one, right? Okay, here you can see. So lot of conditions are there. Now, what is the condition? Buyer related. If buyer is equal to, see, buyer header level. If buyer is equal to, who is that? SCM February, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, SCM February 001. If buyer is equal to this, right, you can take it any other actions approvers. Okay, the conditions. So whatever the conditions you want to add, so that will be the business requirements. Based on that, we can add the conditions. Okay, number of
Okay.
conditions are there. Okay.
So the header amount, sorry. So the header amount equals to 1,000. So we'll add one more condition below saying buyer can approve this. Like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes. You can do that. Okay.
And on top of that, like it should go to the next person for the approval. That means that is serial or parallel?
It
Serial.
is a
It should be
serial.
serial,
It is
right?
going to the next person. It is a serial. You can
Serial only. Okay.
now one
Okay.
more person. One more person. Who is that? Approvals. Single approval. Worker. SCM demo. Not their employee. SCM. Let's take SCM OM. Two approvals. One is for February. One is for this. Okay. So for here, you just follow the theory. Now, see this rule is this. Tata BU approval. Condition is procurement BU is equal to Tata Motors Hyderabad and price amount is between 1,000 to 5,000. Right. And who is the approver? First person is, it is going to the February user. Then it is going to the SCM OM user. This is a serial, right? First it is going to here. Then it is going to here. Now save and deploy. You must deploy this, right? Then only it is working. Click on that deploy. So which approval you are enabling? Pre-approval serial, right? So pre-approval serial is there, but it is not enabled. That means it is not working. Which one is enabled? This one is enabled. So if you want to enable this, click on that, click on enable, click on enable. Now you can see this rule is enabled. Okay, very clear conditions, right? Now let's go. Let's go to the PO. Go to the procurement, purchase order. Okay. So yesterday we created one order, right? If you want to process same, you can process. Otherwise, let's create one more order. Click on the order. So all the new related setups. Okay. Tata Motors BU. and the supplier is Tata. And the location is, our tab related configurations is defaulted by the delivery location, right? Tata Motors. Tata Motors Corporation Limited. Okay. Clear? Click on create. Click on line level. What is the item? The item name is Tata Punch, right? Select line type is a goods. This is a goods item, right? And Tata Punch. What is the condition price? See, BU condition is satisfied. Procurement BU is equal to Tata Motors Hyderabad BU. And one more condition is price related, right? So the price is between 5,000 to 5,000 or 1,000? 1,000 to 5,000. Okay. Is it same or not? Anybody? I'm just
Correct. 1,000 to
5,000, right? Let's make it for 4,000 this. Now the total line amount is 4,000. You can see 4,000. Oh, it is order amount is 4,000. The price is, oh, sorry, one price. Let's make it for 300. Total is 3,000. Now, okay. This is the each price. Now, let's go to the schedule. Click on here. Now, let's see our workflow is triggering or not. Okay, that's it. So, click on the validate if anything is missing.
I have a quick question here, Mr.
Yeah.
Giri. Yesterday we have defined account accounting rules, right? Charge variance and account. Do we have to complete posting to subledger? Then only you see all these accounts on the distribution
Exactly.
tab.
Yeah. Otherwise, so all the subledgers must be coming into your ledgers. Then you can associate your transactional accounting builder to subledger. Then it is working. Okay.
Okay, so we have to wait till it continues because you stopped there. Then you said you'll continue to assign the subledger in yesterday's lecture.
Yes. Now you can see this hide rules as for our studies. Now you can verify the manage approvals.
Could you go back one more time if you don't mind?
Which one?
That it populated those three rules.
You can see.
Why did you do that before it wasn't there? Distribute.
This one, right?
Yeah, where did you click to populate these accounts?
This distributions.
Oh, for new orders, right? Because yesterday I created one order, but it is not populating. So I have to create a new order.
You create new order. Before that, validate it. Validate. Okay. Then only it is working. Validate. Okay. Once we validated, if no errors, then these accounts are populated. Okay. Directly, if you are adding the line and if you searching on the distribution, it is not coming. First, you need to click on the actions and validate. Okay. So here, while clicking on this, approval is not triggering. Just a minute. Approval history cannot be displayed because the task could not be assigned to any approver. Okay. So what is the impacted on this? Just
we can create rules on the charge account also, right?
Charge account also, yes, we can create it. Natural accounts. Okay, we can create that. We have natural account related functionality. We have a number of conditions are there. We can take number of, if condition is not there, user can define that condition also. Okay. Terms approval, somebody is enabling this, just a minute. Mitra, procurement, BU. This is the BPM workflow where we can create other way to approvals. Enabled for this. How to create approval groups, I'll show you. $3,000, this one, right? Yeah. So the process is same. So sometimes if any profile options are enabled, it is impacted here. Anyway, let's click on one more time, validate. No errors. Manage approvals. Stick an because this task could not be assigned any approvers. Right, it's coming like this. Procurement BU is equal to Tata Motors Hyderabad, right? Same. This is the one BU. And between these prices. Alright. Make it greater than 1. Single approval. Take it this highest priority. Apply once again. Click on the sometimes immediately it is not reflected, but some servers, right, immediately it is reflected. Yeah, now it is triggering. Okay, now you can see how we can track which approval is triggering. If you click on here, you can see Tata BUPO approval. Tata BU reason. You can see the reason. Sequential participants assignee SCM OM. First it is going to February. Right. After that it is going to here. Now you can see serial pre-approval. Okay. The diagram. So how we can track? First we need to see the serial. Right. Serial pre-approval. After that parallel. You can see parallel. In the parallel, again, we have a pre-approval stage. Pre-approval stage. Pre-approval stage. Now let's see. Submit. Okay. Now you can see our PO is created and submitted successfully. The final one. Okay. Order number is this. Now, what is the next? What is the next action? So query your PO. Now, what is the status? So where we need to query the PO? From here, order level. So click on that order. Okay. So here status is click on all. Okay. So buyer is same. Now you can see it is in pending approval. It is in pending approval. Okay. So if you click on this pending approval, the workflow is generated. Workflow is generated. Same workflow. Now it is on February user. Pre-approval hierarchy rule. It is there in the assigned. February. You can see assigned. Once he is approved, then it is going to the OM. Okay. Now log in with February user. Log out. And the notifications, you can see here notifications. See, purchase order, notification. Right. So click on approve or reject. If you open this, we have a multiple options to the approver. Right. Multiple options. What are those options? From actions level, request information, delegate, reassign, routing task, suspected, right, withdraw or skip current assignment, add any comments, add attachment, add assign. A lot of task is there. Okay, along with the approve and reject. You can see purchase order document, PO. Okay, this is the PO PDF. This is the PO number. Okay, if approver want to see that PO PDF format, okay, he can click on that and view this. Now click on approve. If it is rejected, what happened? Approval is PO is rejected. Okay, now he is approved, right? Let's go. Now he is approved. Query that. Just go to the PO level. See who is the next person. Purchase order. So if you click on here, okay, recent documents related things are coming into the picture. What is our recent document? This one. Click on here. It is on pending approval. Now you can see. Now it is going to this person. Here you can see he is approved. Now it is assigned to SCM OM 001. Now let's go and log in with this user. So this is the way how the workflow approval workflow is working. Okay, 5 minutes. I will close this. OM. Click on approve. Do it your multiple activities? You can click on reject, right? And you can click on suspend. What happened? You can see from the PO level. So that's what the test case is. Now log in with SCM and see the PO is approved. Once the PO is approved, what happened? Supplier is getting the notification and supplier will supply the material to organization. Right. So let's click on the purchase order. Now
These notifications, will the users get it into their inbox?
Yes.
Will
Yes.
they receive it to their inbox?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I'll show you. Okay, now open this. Now you can see the PO status is open. Okay, now the PO status is open. That means supplier is getting the notification and supplier is supplying the material to organization. Now let's go and receive the material. So what is our organization? Tata, where you can find out that what is your organization. Click on the view options, columns. Tata, Hyderabad inventory. Already data access is done. Okay, now receiving. How we can receive by transfer orders related? Same process here also. The receiving process is common, either it is a purchase order or either it is a transfer order or anything. Okay, or return order. Now let's go to the inventory management. What is our inventory organization? I think data access is there or not, I'm not sure. Okay, click on here, go to here, receipts, and receive expected shipment. Okay, maybe the data access is missing. Just a minute, I need to close this. Organizations. So once the material is received, right, the next process is payment process. That will be taken care by the finance department. That's not our task. Inventory manager. Which inventory? Hyderabad. Okay, the next one is warehouse. Any two roles are enough. Warehouse manager. Toronto. Okay. So with all the new setups, we are successfully created one PO. Right now we are in the receiving process. We already know the receiving process, how to receive the material. Okay, once the data access is completed, I think here it is there. Let's go to the receiving material. Supply chain execution. Okay, inventory management. So click on here. So click on this. Receipts, receive expected shipment. Now Hyderabad. Okay. So what is the purchase order number? This one, right? So query with purchase order number and search. Hmm. Why it is not coming? Just a minute. Is it direct delivery or what we are provided? If it is a direct delivery, so the material is directly delivered to the warehouse. What happens, right? Yeah, it is there on the inbound level. Some roles have some privileges are missing for receiving related or something. That is the reason we are adding, on safety purpose, we are adding 3 roles. And I just add this SCM February 00. Okay, warehouse operator. Sorry, 1 minute. The major reason is not this. Okay, just
Shouldn't
a
give
minute. Give me a minute. We'll close this. Maybe the receiving parameters are not set up in this organization. Just go to here, receiving parameters. Okay, Hyderabad, right? There is no receiving parameter. That is the reason it is not coming. Okay, make it for a direct delivery. This is for warning, right? Generation method is automatic. Direct delivery. Save and close. Sorry. So on the procurement configuration, we are missing the inventory related configurations. Okay, now let's go to here and receive the material. Receive expected shipment. So you can query with purchase order. Right, now search. Now I'll get it this. Okay, so this is the purchase order document. Receive the material. Transfer order, how we receive the material in the organization, same way we receive the material from here. Okay, what is the quantity? 10 quantity. Right, you can override this. Receiving, which sub inventory you want to move this material, stores. Right, so click on receipt. This is automatic receipt, right? No need to enter here. Okay, so click on submit. So receipt number is generated 101 or something, right? 112. Okay, now you can see what is the on hand quantity in the system level. 10 quantity. As for purchase order, organization is received the material successfully in their stores location. Okay, click on the inventory, manage item. Okay, order purchase, receiving inbound. Now you can check 10 quantity, on hand quantity. So this is the way how we can create a complete procure to pay related. Right, now we received the material, right? The payment process will be taken by the account payable team. They can create one invoice and based on that invoice, the payment process will be executed. Okay, this is what successfully we are created for all our configurations with one PO and approvals also in there and tab related accountings and receipt also. Okay, so tomorrow I'll see for requisitions related to PO and supplier portals. Some of the business suits are there. By sequential, we can follow that. That's all. Now, if you want to query the PO, right? PO, what is the status of PO? That we are missing. We go to the procurement. What is the PO status? Closed for receiving. All the materials are received, right? So closed for receiving. Now you can see the status closed for receiving. Means the material is received in the organization. If only 10 quantity, 5 quantity is received, that means it is a open status. Open status. Now you can see life cycle, ordered, received and delivered. The status here closed for receiving. Okay, if you want to click the live cycle, see that. Okay, this is the receipt number. Right, ordered, received, delivered. Next is invoice process. Okay, that's all team. Yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss for the next topics.